That's my favourite so far.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is nice. Oh, so be interested to know what you think of that one then when you come back.
Yeah.
Are you filming it?
Yeah. So I ride a Himalayan 450. That's my one.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to have one of those or a classic 650. So that's what I'm trying to decide. And
What, are you going to change it? Or
no, second bike.
Oh, nice.
But I was curious to ride this one because obviously same engine, but this is a bit more of a roadster. It's a lovely looking thing, isn't it?
It is.
I'm just a bit. I'm not the right size and shape for it.
We'll see how it feels comfort-wise.
Yeah.
On the ride.
All right. So this time on the Guerrilla 450, and if I lose you, it's because I've forgotten to change the battery on the thing. I'll have to change it between this ride and the next ride. So now I've got the Classic 650 in front of me and the Shotgun in front of that and a bear behind me. So I just had a nice chat with Ian Hughes. Nice to finally meet him. Watch all his vlogs, they are absolutely brilliant because such a lovely balance of his riding is lovely. I enjoy watching it and gets a great balance with the sound and the video. I know he puts a lot of effort into the editing of those as well, and they are an absolute pleasure to watch. So if you haven't watched him already, Ian Hughes, Royal Enfield, you can find him on YouTube. So yeah, nice to meet him there. He does a lot with Crewe Motorcycles. I think all his demo bikes come out of there, and he rides a Guerrilla. So I've been really interested to see this. Now, I ride a Himalayan 450, as you know, and this is not a Himalayan 450. It might be the same engine, but it's a different bike. I can feel that already. They look a little bit different from the back. It's not a huge difference. The chrome on the pipe stands out more, and obviously I thought the light cluster was a little bit higher on the Shotgun than it is on the Classic, but it's not. They look about the same. So the first thing I would do if I got either one of those bikes is take the rear seat off, probably the frame as well, and just have it as a single seater. Anyway, back on this. So yeah, Ian reckons the throttle mapping is different. I'm inclined to agree with him. This does feel quite a bit more urgent. I don't know why the guy on the Hunter thinks he wants to overtake the 650s, but okay. Transit van with L plates, don't see that every day. That's actually, because if you learn to drive that, says you can drive anything. So yeah, I couldn't have one of these purely because I can feel it hurting on top of my legs already. Just the leg position is wrong for me. I'd want to be a good few inches shorter, I think, on the body, maybe a couple of inches on the leg, just to feel comfortable on this. But yeah, it's wants to go. This definitely wants to go. This is, I mean, that engine in the Himalayan, it goes when you want it to. It works hard. You work it hard and it flies. And this obviously feels very similar. But you've got a more nimble bike here, and there's something different with the fueling or the throttle or something, because it just goes a bit quicker off the line. Not off the line, but just to start with. On the lower end of the throttle. Right, so somehow lost the shotgun. We now have 2 Classic 650s. Or is it? Yeah, 2 Classic 650s there. This is a lovely little machine. Tripper display is nice. I mean, having had all 3 there now, I think this is still my favourite. Happy with any of them. This is definitely my favourite. Sounds just as nice as it does on the Himalayan. That the engine exhaust setup is exactly the same. And there is a lot to like. I think it's difficult to compare exactly because this one's only done 600 miles and it does open up a lot. Once you've kind of got past 1,200-1,500 miles, it's definitely a bit more go in it. So yeah, interesting to see this, but very compliant ride. I'm impressed with that as well. Doesn't feel that dissimilar, to be honest. It's you know, the thought of losing some of that travel might make it a bit more bumpy, but it's not noticeably different. These are good roads. There was just some potholes coming up further on, definitely. Just a shame I'm such an abnormally shaped person, because I'd love one of these. As much as my legs are uncomfortable, the rest of the position is great. I'm going to stretch out to the bars is nice. The back's not hunched, I'm a little bit, it's a racier bike, so I'm a little bit kind of yeah, okay, that's yeah, I like that. Just getting off that Classic onto this, it's saying 24 degrees on that counter there. I don't believe that for a second. Yeah, the rest of the position is very comfortable. Nice stretch to the bars, but plenty of control through those. The seat comfort is good. It's a sculpted seat, actually holds you in place quite nicely. Just for me, that's a bit of a no-no on the leg position, unfortunately. Tank's not too wide. I mean, I'm okay with that. In some ways, it's quite easy being able to grip it, but. I don't know if that back wheel's wider or whether the profile of the tyre is different, but the turning's totally different. Feels like you've got a lot further to go over on this, which in a good way. I mean, it looks like you've got the ability to tip it over a lot further. Okay, so it is a bit bumpier than Himalayan, but do you know what? B-Road Blaster, this thing is fantastic. Oh, so the blink attacks, I think we just earn our money back, because the lead rider's had his blinker on for a while now. He's gone past multiple junctions, so I think we'll call that quits. They have been on for quite a while on the Classic, but yeah, there we go. So I'm watching how that Classic's turning as well. It does seem to turn quite nicely. There's a little bit jump on the back there. There we go, we found the indicator. Still with me, yeah? Well, we've got a bag full of batteries and completely forgot to change it. There's no more forgiving of being in the wrong gear. And that is where that Classic is extremely forgiving. That 650 engine just goes no matter what gear you're in, it just pulls. And he's not being jostled around on that. You can see the suspension working. This is onto the long fast one now, so oh, he's not going that fast this time. So I think the air's cleaner off that Classic than it is on this, but it's not bad. I mean, I'd happily sit on that quite a while. It's changed to calmed it down a lot on this ride. I wonder if we've lost some riders at the back. I went around this faster on the Classic 350, which is a shame. But you get a feel, it's a good enough feel. So no, I love this bike. Very, very nice. We have the Bear versus the Classic 650 there. Good. Looks nice. Yeah. Like 650s is effortless, isn't it? It just pulls. This feels very different to the Himalayan. Yeah. There we go, got the Shotgun back in front of me again now. Just wanted to see all those together. Some poor guy on the Continental as well. That does not look comfortable, does it? Look at that riding position. You've got to be committed for that one. It's a great looking bike, but I just no thanks. Not even going to test it. That Shotgun looks nice. Oh, I just don't know. Right, next ride is the Classic 650, so that'll tell me. Well, I hope the mics are picking this up, because it's certainly a nice sound with all these Enfields. So it's funny, the first and second rides were a lot more fluid than this. I think maybe, I don't know if the group's bigger or whether he's just hanging on a bit because we're losing people, or whether there's just the traffic. I mean, have a speedboat in the road. But yeah, first and second ride I think were actually better than this one, which is a shame, because this was the one I could potentially be most of the hooligan on. The bear behind me. That's the black and red Guerrilla behind me. Does look very nice as well. There's two very difficult choices with Royal Enfields. One is which bike do I have, because they're all fantastic and they can all do a lot of different things. And then once you decide which one you want, is which colour, because they do so many fabulous colours on these machines. Wish I could afford to change them out every few months, but I guess actually your fun will be limited because you spend too much time running them in. I do definitely prefer the levers on the 650 machines to these. I've been tempted to change out the ones on my Himalayan, I must admit, which I may well still do. They're not bad. They're a little bit on the stretch for me, and so I've not got little hands. Yeah, a little bit of a stretch for me, and I'd like to be able to adjust them in a bit, which you can on the others, and they just have a nicer curve to them. I think it's just in the right place for my hands. This is it, isn't it? It is individual. You know, what fits one person doesn't fit the next. I was thinking about the Classic 350 a second ago, because, as I said, I'd definitely go for the 650. The only thing that might make me change my mind, if that Going 350 does come to the UK before I buy a Classic 650 or a Shotgun, that might make me change my mind. I might just end up going for that Going, because that's such a nice little bike, and that just looks stunning. That Going edition with the mini ape hangers. He definitely style over substance change. He's not discernibly any better than the normal Classics 650, 350, but I think they look great. I know not everyone does, but me personally think it looks brilliant. I'm not so keen, funnily enough, I wouldn't have the teal 650, I don't think. I like the look of it. I think overall I prefer the black and chrome one. It's a shame the red has got so much cream on it. If it was just little bits of cream, I might go for the red, because I do like the red as well, but for me that's too much cream. And I don't like the sign writing. I know it sounds like a strange thing, but I like the Royal Enfield logo, and they've kind of done it in a non-standard text on that one, and I don't think it looks very good. I could always get it taken off and put something else on it now, but it's just stickers. This is more comfortable than Himalayan, and that's definitely. Maybe it's the riding position, much like I was saying with the Kawasaki the other week. The Versys was less comfortable than the Ninja 1100, and I think that was a lot to do with being canted slightly forward. I wonder if this is the same. You just got a little bit of lean, and that's just enough to take the pressure off your tailbone, which I don't have on the Himalayan. I'm meant to do a trip counter on this, so I'll have to see what the Odo says to see how many miles I've done today. I mean, 40 minutes, so arguably it's going to be what, a 15-mile test route, I suppose. Got a bit of town to do. As you'd expect, everything else about this bike, other than the way it handles and that throttle opening, feels exactly the same as the Himalayan. The brakes, great. Suspension, say, feels just as good. I mean, it's only marginally less compliant, to be honest, and it is stonkingly good suspension. What a shame, I've got to stop behind this boat. I think if I was the lead rider, I might have pulled in and gathered everyone up and just given it a chance to get out of the way, because there ain't no way we're going past it. Such a shame. It's going to spoil this ride. Church Minsel. I saw him shake his wrists. Yeah, that's how you know you made a mistake with that bike. And that's 25 minutes and you're having to shake your wrist loose. Oh, the bloody boat's going the same way. Unbelievable. No, I got a car as well. Oh well, fun's over. Okay, so I mentioned before on that shotgun ride, I thought that was the best handling one. Until I rode this, that shotgun was the best handling Royal Enfield. This is this is a step above. Don't get me wrong, that handles. So if you want a 650 engine and the handling's your priority, shotgun it is. If you just want the best handling, rev happy little bike, go with this Guerrilla. Fabulous. Ready to just fist down that lane, that boat. Okay, load of potholes there. Okay, admittedly going slowly over them, but that's fine. Yeah, again, very, very good little bike. This suspension is fantastic. Better balance of handling and performance if you don't need the extra leg space. And honestly, I mean, wind protection, yeah, I put a big screen on mine, but I'm not sure it makes much difference. You get a little bit of turbulence off the top of it. This feels, well, has felt pretty easy to ride, so bugger. I was hoping he's going to turn off, but no. We might get past him on this straight though. Alright, it's a beautiful turn in. Oh yeah, that's nice. Come on, Mr. Continental, we're going to move on. It's amazing, isn't it, how they can take effectively 3 engine platforms and create this many different bikes out of them. And it's not just styling. It genuinely isn't just styling. The feel, the handling, everything about these bikes differs bike on bike. They are different machines. Okay, you're talking about shades of rather than massively different. It's not like getting on a different brand. You are still on the Royal Enfield, but then that's part of the charm, because you can go on any one of these and they're all easy to ride. All easy to ride, all the same switch gear, all very basic and simple. And yeah, there's the one I was on last time. Nice. It's better than you expect it to be, isn't it?
Hey?
It's better than you expect from that little 20 brake horsepower.
Yeah.
Off we go. Yeah, if I was looking at a choice between something like that Continental or an Interceptor, even the Meteor, the 350, was it Hunter? I would, yeah, you got to at least ride this Guerrilla. It's just brilliant. Why does he keep? I think he must be having a conversation with somebody else on the bike. Keeps pointing to his left. Keeps making me think I've got my indicator on, I haven't. Struggling with that one. So I think it's safe to say he's probably not a fan of that Continental right now. You struggle to get that into a gear. .12:30, getting towards the end of ride number 3. What a fantastic day. Again, highly recommend anyone who hasn't done one of these demo days, come and do it, because there is no sales pressure. The people organising the event aren't the people in the sales room. They'll put you in contact with the sales guys afterwards. Obviously it's nice to go and look around, but to just come and ride the bike and not feel like you have to go back to a showroom and explain yourself as to whether you're buying it or whether you're not buying it. This is just a great way to sort of ride the bikes and narrow down what it is you're interested in. So great day out. Bug inside my helmet. Don't know where he came from. And he's still there. Bugger. I lost the rest of him somewhere. And so I've never done group rides before, obviously other than when I was doing my DAS course. There was a few of us going out at a time in some of the lessons. Never done group rides, always ridden by myself. But yeah, this is well organised, don't feel any pressure, the riding's sensible, a little bit absent-minded in terms of the speed limits in some places, but that's down to me, I don't have to keep up. But very enjoyable. Right, this hairpin wasn't much fun in the others, so let's see what it's like on this. It's a weird camber. Yeah, it's better on that. This is the raciest of all. You don't need more than 50 brake horsepower to have fun. You don't need more than 40. Arguably after this morning you don't need more than 20. I mean, that was still fun. One thing I definitely couldn't do with this is take a pillion. Obviously pillion's not bad on the Himalayan, decent seat behind me. I mean, there's still a long seat behind. I just don't, I'm kind of spilling out onto the pillion seat as well a little bit, so you can make anything work, it just depends how determined you are. So a Hunter is a nice looking bike, you know. Looks like it's got the same rev counter that the Shotgun 650's got on it as well. There we are, nearly back, so that's the end of my time on the Guerrilla 450. Shotgun just sounds nice. I am actually really liking that green as well, with the black rear bumper. And back at Royal Enfield, Crewe Motorcycle Centre. Here we are again. Fantastic. Great bike. Get yourself down there and get on one of these Guerrillas. You will not regret it. There's the rest of them coming back in. There's the bullets, I'll be on that lot later. And so to the back there. Right. Let's change the battery out on this camera, and we'll rejoin you on the Classic 650 in a minute.